Welcome to Healing Lives with Positivity 24/7, 365, 24/7. This is a platform, where we focus on healing lives with positivity because we have healed our lives with positivity. So we extend that to other people to show them how we've healed with the hopes that we will mirror onto them how they can do it or how they can take parts of whatever we have been through, if not all of it, and apply it to their life. No one life is the same, although we all can resonate by way of similarities of what we've been through, right? So when I initially started this platform, I was doing things a little different, more story time, angel numbers, things of that nature. I will still continue to do that, but I'm going to add something in addition to that, which is talking about life paths, soul missions, right? So I really want to focus on that. It's 5:44 on the timer. Numbers are important. 5:44 on the clock, excuse me. The timer, I don't know what the timer was at. But we're going to start out with focusing in on life paths, okay? Shout out to the people that followed me over here from Spiritual Core TV. How you doing? Peace be with you. And for those of you that are new to this platform and you don't follow me on the other platform, please feel free to find me over there. Like, share, and or subscribe if you want to. So listen, number one, life path, okay? For those of you that know what your life path number is, obviously you'll resonate with a lot of this information. Just take it as a kind reminder. Sometimes we just need those beautiful reminders and those synchronicities by way of the numbers. And so just take it as that, okay? My gift to you as a kind reminder. If you don't know what your life path number is, it's really easy to figure out. You just take all the numbers, month, day, and year by way of numbers, add them up until you get to a single digit. If you get to a number like 17, you want to continue to add. 1 plus 7 would be 8, and that single digit would represent your life path mission and or your soul's mission by way of your agreement with the Creator. That means what you've come to do. So we're going to start out with life path number 1. Okay, life path number 1, what's good? Chime in. Life path number 1, you are independent. You're a self-starter. You're a leader by nature, okay? You could have even exhibited leadership skills when you were born. You chose your birthday. You chose your parents. You chose the time and the date. Now, some people go a little bit deeper in their life path by way of doing their birth chart, the time that you were born, okay? I'm still learning a little bit about that, although I've had somebody do my chart, so I know where my elements are. But overall energy, I'm just in life, y'all, and I'm winging it. A lot of what has been revealed to me has been through intuition, right? Without charts. But I am being guided by source to focus on the numbers, okay? Something about the numbers and the dates, okay? So 5:44 on the clock, that's a really good time to start this video. We'll see what that means. What are the angels trying to tell you? Holy Spirit, for life path number 1, what is it that they need to know? Reflect and grow. Reflection and grow. So this could be you going more within. Maybe you started something and you want to start something new. Maybe you've hit a plateau. Maybe you're feeling monotonous. Sometimes that happens where we need to do something else and it's time to shift gears and we're being called to do it, but we're trying to figure out how to do that, right? It's giving that kind of energy. So let me just tell you what I see here for life path. It says determination. You are driven and determined with a strong will to succeed and achieve your goals. Self-confidence, potential challenges. You may sometimes be seen as a self-centered or stubborn person. It's giving I can do it myself energy. You might even struggle with teamwork and accepting criticism. Yeah, that's why when I felt initially asking for help, like people might think you don't need help. No, you don't need help. You really don't. You really can't work independently. You're a self-starter. But if you should so happen to get to a point where you admit to yourself in all truth and honesty, I need help, ask for good help. Be quite specific. This says reflect and grow. Look in the mirror when you have a chance. This exercise will expose the things that you feel are hard to swallow about yourself. When you see your reflection, try and bring to the surface the things that you need to improve on. This can make you feel a little sad. That's okay. Just feel it, own it, breathe in it, accept it, and let it go. This is just the first part of the exercise, though. It says take all the things that you need to improve and tell yourself that you are good at them. Tell yourself that you will try harder to get better at them. This will seem silly and maybe even a little difficult at first, but if you are consistent with these exercises, you will look at the mirror one day and realize that you have improved significantly. The things you fell a little short on are now an asset to your character. Reflect and grow. Ooh, reflect and grow. So life path number 1, this is what Spirit is telling you, to reflect and grow. Go within. And I feel like reflect could have something to do with looking back at what you have completed, celebrating your milestones. You know, sometimes we can be so focused on the end game that we forget where we started, and then everything that needed to happen in between the time that you start to the time that you finish something. It really is about the journey. It really is solely based on, like, for the most part, in the moment, that moment. Like solely being in the moment. It's based on that emotion, that feeling between start and finish, and then what happens in between to mold and shape you to get ready for what is already finished, or what you've seen in your mind's eye is already done. But the in-between time is you doing the work. Oh, okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm getting something from this. Listen, what is it that the Holy Spirit wants my beautiful number ones to know? Beautiful number ones to know. It says something about calling for your divine protection and discernment. So that means feeling where you need to move quite strategically, how you need to move, listening to your discerning nudges, never denying yourself to feel what you feel intuitively, and know that you are watched over. Something about a safeguard, something about setting healthy boundaries. So life path number 1, listen, we know you know how to get it done. And we know sometimes you get a little irritated with people when they can't get it done. We know it. They can irritate the hell out of you. But sometimes you have to let people fall on their faces. Least you become a crutch for them. And I feel like sometimes people seek you out because they know that you like to get things done and that you're good at, you know, being a self-starter or working independently. You usually don't need a lot of help, right? But when you do need help, you need good help. You need somebody that can see this through the way you see it. I feel like no matter what number you are by way of your birth path, you absolutely need to be around like-minded individuals so that you can see what it is that you want to see based on what you're trying to get done, and then you get it done, right? You ever had somebody that was on a different page? It's not easy to work with those kinds of people. So I don't recommend putting yourself under unnecessary stress. That's just my perception of it. But I feel like if you're listening to this, you're going to take what you need and then move forward. I definitely channel a path number 1 from time to time. This is the thing that I'm finding with life paths. I feel like we've all been different numbers at different lifetimes by way of reincarnation. And I'm resonating with this. But life path number right now is giving me more like earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm feeling that quite literally. Maybe some Cancerian there, you know, Pisces and Scorpio as well. But that's what I feel energetically. Could be any sign as long as your number adds up to a number 1. Now, I do know, just as a commercial break, that the time that you were born absolutely is a number that one needs to be mindful of as well, right? So don't leave that out when including your date of birth, because I feel like the time that you were born means something as well by way of an angel number. These are signs. It's like it reminds us of what we came to do. Don't forget, you know, it's nothing like getting here and saying, oh, wait a minute, what the heck did I come to do? It's giving that kind of energy, right? Okay, so let's see what else we got going on for number 1. These are short videos. You know, these are easy to watch. You can watch them back to back. I'm doing my best to keep them at least at between 11 and 13 minutes. This says, oh, this was just, that was just like a business card. Hold on. Down the rabbit hole. Yeah, that's what I just heard. Going down the rabbit hole. That's how you find yourself. It says the shell. Okay. The mock turtle's shell reminds you that it's okay to protect yourself and set healthy boundaries. So that is the second time that has come out for y'all. Okay. For us, I will include myself. Setting healthy boundaries. Yeah. Safeguarding yourself, protecting your energy, protecting your ideas. Remember, because people know or they see you in this leadership position, sometimes, you know, if they're not self-starters or they're not innovative or creative, oftentimes that could breed a little bit of jealousy. And I feel like that's a whole nother conversation. So something about safeguarding your ideas. You know, you got people that always watch you because you are a leader. They look to you for answers. And that's going to bring a lot of different energies. It could be bittersweet, right? But something about setting a healthy boundary, speaking your truth confidently, knowing what it is that you want, and setting the tone for how you think things are supposed to go. So number one, especially in a relationship, that's what I just heard, relationships, work situationships. Let's see what else it says about life path number ones. Hold on, y'all. It says life path number ones, you are driven to succeed. You are very successful. You're driven and you're determined to draw in creative and innovative ideas. See, this is the thing that I feel about number ones. You cannot be bored. If you ever get bored, it's like it's a wrap. It could turn a little destructive. So you got to really be careful. You got to really be careful. Yeah, you got to really be careful. That's what I just heard. Let me see. I'm going to try something different here. Life path number one. What is it that they need to know, Holy Spirit? Yeah, you got a lot of people watching you in leadership positions. This says Mason and Eastern Stars. So you got some people watching you. Life path number one, you're a self-starter. So you're a sovereign being. You don't roll with nobody. You roll by yourself. And somebody's trying to figure out how is it that you're connected to the divine to this capacity. Ooh. This is interesting. So let's just see. Should I include a little bit of tarot over here? Why not? We can do what we want. Yeah, life path number one. So you got some people in leadership watching you. You're surrounded by so much good. Remember, these are people that needed to be in groups. Some people were born to be in groups and some people were born to lead groups. But I feel like you respect leadership. Like you honor it. You love people that are able to lead, although you don't require somebody to guide you to the capacity where you just like debilitated. Although people join groups because they need to be led, some people, right? And here's a group of people that are watching you, but you're surrounded by too much good. Oh, let's see. Let's put a little tarot in here. Let's spice it up. 4 wands. You're very protected. Big Aries energy. Fire energy. Something about you being celebrated. Okay. Number one. What is it that we need to know? Your wish is being fulfilled. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. You are absolutely a false god's worst nightmare. You're the kind of person that could start your own group. You are the kind of person that can teach people in a way that they will mirror back to you leadership. Like you respect leadership. Real leaders want to create more real leaders. Yeah, King of Cups. You do this with love. A lot of water sign energy, Aries energy. You got people watching you. I said this was going to be, what, 12, 13 minutes? I don't know. We're just going to wing it. We're just going to wing it and see what happens. Life path number one. Yeah, listen. You got people watching you, seeing you from a different position. Big Pisces energy. Big Aries energy is here. You could be any sign. You could be any sign. Okay? But right now, life path number one, you're being guided to tap more into your water element. Emotionally stable, but stern by way of setting healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries is really the key message here. It really is. And then you got the 10 of Cups, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like with the reverse, this represents you breaking some type of generational curse. 10 of Cups in the reverse, yeah. Something that your family may have been connected to. Maybe you decided to go an alternate route and you're doing it. You're a sovereign being. That is really the goal. You're a sovereign being. Yeah, you're putting something to rest. There's some type of generational curse that cannot come past you. That's it. The buck stops here, like plain and simple, with the Four of Swords and whatever this is, something that was in your bloodline. Okay, could have been connected to something dark. Whatever this is, it stops with you. Because again, a sovereign being is saying, I'm an individual, I'm connected to source. I don't need a middleman. I don't need a go-between. I can talk to the divine myself. I and source are one. Me and source made an agreement based on my life path, and I'm going to go directly to source for myself. Nobody has to do that for me. Yeah, look. And it's leading you to the Ten of Pentacles. I cannot make this up. Equal give and take. Something about you being generous, okay? Maybe you're being guided to give your time by way of services. Humanitarian work. This could be with the homeless, children, nonprofit organization, something like that. Whatever you're being guided to do, you're going to be a leader of it. Yeah, you will be guiding people. People will be looking up to you. Remember, sometimes you can lead so much that it will make people feel like they don't need to do anything. So be mindful and discerning when you're in the presence of people who are like that, right? Especially if they're looking up to you, because the goal is for them to hopefully get something from you and want to lead on their own, because this is how you move on to new projects, right? If you constantly have people that are following you and they don't know what to do, they'll always look to you for answers. Yeah, look, I can't make this up. Nine of Pentacles is single and self-sufficient, right? This is how we move on. This is how we move forward. This is the thing about leadership and pioneering and just being innovative and self-starters. People feel like they can just rely on you so heavy that they never take accountability for what it is that they need to do. And that is not how I feel you want to come off. I don't feel like you want to create any followers. Okay? Master-slave mentality. Yeah, we're in the age of sovereign beings, free thinking beings, keeping it real. Authenticity is the new vibration. It is the new high currency. With so many copycats in the world, being authentic absolutely helps us stand out in a way that we are the anomaly. We are the teachers of the new school. That's what I just heard. Give me one more for my life path number ones. Life path number one. Yep. And you got people that are watching you too. They're not talking to you, but they're watching. Seven of Swords, okay? Yeah, they're watching you. So you're like doing something that your ancestors weren't able to do. Whatever this is. Ten of Cups in the reverse and the Four of Swords. Yeah. Something has been put to rest in your bloodline. Something about your determination. You could be like the first millionaire in your family. You could be the first leader. You could be the one to do the first of something. Whatever it is, it's long overdue for your lineage. And your ancestors are rooting you on. Because with Ten of Cups in the reverse, this could also represent you needing to leave some people behind. If it's not direct family members, friends, whatever, it's like you have to, what am I feeling? I feel like you had to come to some type of a determination to get rid of some people. As much as we want everybody to be in this energy or be a leader of themselves, we realize that not everybody wants that. Not everybody is on a life path where maybe they're dedicated to living their life by way of being a sovereign being. It's not for everybody. It's not for the weak. You know, to be able to make your own decisions. You know, remember, we're in a world that encourages you to be a sheeple. Everybody's going that way. Oh, okay, go. Everybody's going that. It's giving that kind of energy, you know. It's like, oh, everybody wants to be Beyonce. Well, wait a minute. Who's going to be Beyonce? Well, everybody wants to look like somebody else instead of being who they are. But there's a larger group of people, which I find to be quite amazing. 80% at a minimum, and still a 20%, in my opinion, of people that are sheeple. 80% of us are authentic beings, and we are encouraging authenticity, leadership, because that's what the new world looks like. That's what it looks like. Plain and simple, that's what it looks like. Give me one more card. Yeah, the Crown. I can't make this up. This says the Crown. It reminds you to trust in your own power and your own authority. Didn't we just talk about leadership? The Crown. Come through life path number one. Come through life path number one. Shout out for the life paths number one. This is beautiful, radiant energy. So as this platform grows, come on over. I'm going to do my best to do as many readings here as I can. Mostly what you will see here are shorts, but it will absolutely be like a daily reminder as we tap into life path number 1, because now that we're moving more away from being separate, we're now more one. Hence the fact that number 1, right? When I mean separated, it's like people would look at you like, oh, you're a Virgo, I'm a Taurus. Now that we realize and we've awakened from the illusion that we're not separate when it comes to that the Christ consciousness is really us as a body of people working together. That's really what it represents. Activating our Christ consciousness within, knowing that we carry all the elements, all zodiac signs. There's no way for anybody to not like a Aries or a Virgo or a Cancer or a Scorpio. At least they go within and they have to master that part of their chart. I feel like everybody was more focused on what was on paper by way of their birth chart than what was within them, as opposed to what was within them, right? Yeah, that's the feeling that I'm getting. And so now that we've mastered all 12 zodiacs, the 12 elements being activated by way of our 12 strand DNA, which is the God self. Truth be told, it's above the Galactic Confederation. We're talking about direct connection to Creator. That's it. No go-between, right? No go-between. This is why we're noticing that a lot of people really don't need readings anymore. They're going directly to source. That was always the point of it. When people stopped asking me for readings, even when I got requests recently for readings, I had to make a conscious decision. I said, no, I don't want this for you. You'll be paying me for the rest of your life if I allow you. No, I don't want that for you. You have gifts. I want you to tap into those gifts. Now you got some swindlers that'll be like, yeah, I'll do a reading. It's $111 for this and it's $44 for this. But they don't want you to grow. They don't want you to grow to the capacity that you outgrow them. But you could be a new leader of the new world. Who am I to stop you, right? So now people are realizing, hey, I need to go to source for myself. It's okay to get a reading once in a while. You know, you need clarity. Sometimes the high priestess have to talk to another high priestess. I'm not exempt from that. You know, hey, I need you to see this with fresh eyes. What do you see, right? But now we're moving more towards people going directly to source. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people that are afraid to think for themselves. They really are comfortable following rules. But the spiritual rules now have been amended to fit the new world. Okay, we'll get more into it a little bit later. I love you, path number 1 or life path number 1. What I'm going to call y'all, the life pathers number 1s? The one pathers? Why can't I get the words out? I feel like somebody want me to shut up. It's okay. I'm going to keep talking. I love y'all so much, okay? I do. If this resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you soon. Peace be with you.